Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give a double honor to the elders and the apostles who rule well, and a salutation to the Akim pushing his truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm Nakar Yasharala, coming out of the GMS Lions Den camp, and I'll be coming out with a small lesson, and I'll be coming out of the book of Ecclesiasticus and or Sirach, chapter 15, verse 1. He that feareth the Lord will do good, and he that hath the knowledge of the law shall obtain her. First off, he that feareth Yahweh, he that respects Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai will do good. He will do righteousness. He will walk in truth. And he that hath knowledge of the law shall obtain her. That Ecclesiastes chapter 15 of Sirach is talking about is wisdom. That's that her that this first verse is talking about. As a matter of fact, if you even go to you go to Proverbs chapter 7, chapter 8, verse 9, the scriptures plainly refer to wisdom as a woman. She, her, just sister, kinswoman, just various words that the Most High refers wisdom to. But most likely and more than likely, almost all the time, it refers to wisdom as a her. Verse 2. And as a mother shall she meet him, and receive him as a wife married of a virgin. See, when you have the knowledge of these laws and these statutes and commandments of the Most High, wisdom will meet you as a mother and receive you as a wife unto a virgin. Let's say that virgin doesn't always necessarily mean sexually involved. Virgin could also mean pure, undefiled, untouched. Verse 3. With the bread of understanding shall she feed him, and give him the water of wisdom to drink. See, when you get wisdom and you obtain wisdom through the knowledge of these laws, through the Most High coming in, you send Yahweh Shai that spirit to sup with you. Wisdom will give you the bread of understanding and give you the drink of wisdom, so that you will be able to decipher these scriptures and to look and to understand what Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is talking about and what he was talking about. Verse 4. He shall be stayed upon her and shall not be moved. He shall rely on her and shall not be confounded. See, when you have wisdom and understanding of these scriptures, of the laws and the commandments of the Most High, the wisdom, which is that woman that the Bible speaks about, will keep you solidified, will keep you grounded. You will be stayed upon her and you will not be moved. You will be like a mountain, man. I don't know nobody or no thing outside of the power of the Most High moving mountains or shaking a mountain. And you will rely on her. You will depend. You will go to wisdom. And shall not be confounded. You won't be confounded. You mean you won't be confused. You won't be thrown off. You won't be scratching your head about these laws, statutes, and commandments trying to understand, because you will know them, because the Most High has sent wisdom in to sup with you, so that you would have an understanding of these laws, statutes, and commandments. Verse 5. She shall exalt him above his neighbors, and in the midst of the congregation shall she open his mouth. See, sometimes being exalted doesn't always mean you put over somebody just to be over somebody. Sometimes exalted means raised up. will raise you up in the midst and over your brothers, so that you could tell your neighbors and your brothers about this knowledge, this wisdom, this truth, and this understanding in the midst of the congregation, in the midst of the gathering of people. That's why wisdom will exalt you and cause him to open his mouth. That's what that means. You know, not exalting or exalt to be proud. Because pride ain't gonna get you nowhere. You sure enough ain't gonna have no wisdom and no understanding. But wisdom will exalt you and cause you to speak in the congregation, in the meeting place, or in the meeting of people. Verse 6, he shall find joy and a crown of gladness, and he shall cause him to inherit an everlasting name. See, you find joy in these laws, statutes, and commandments. You find joy in the wisdom and in the understanding of these laws, statutes, and commandments. And you will find a crown of gladness, and she shall cause him to inherit an everlasting name. An everlasting name. See, that wisdom cause you to have joy, cause you to have a crown of gladness, and in turn, you will also get an everlasting name. Oh, everlasting, that's forever. That's perpetual. It keep going. It don't stop. You know that everlasting name? It's to be with the Father, to be with Yahushua in the kingdom. Verse 7, verse 1 through 6, that shows you. That's the benefit. But verses 7 on down, we're just going to read it. I'm going to just get it. But anyway, verse 7, but foolish man shall not attain unto her, and sinners shall not see her. See, a foolish man, a stupid man, ain't going to obtain unto wisdom. He's not going to be able to get her. He's not going to be able to get this understanding. And sinners shall not see her. A transgressor ain't going to even get a chance to even see wisdom. Verse 8, for she is far from pride, and men that are liars cannot remember her. See, first off, she is far from a prideful man. A couple of videos I've seen lately, breakdowns and how the brothers were speaking, very prideful. The Most High ain't dealing with pride. And if wisdom is of the Most High, guess what that means? Wisdom ain't dealing with proudness either. It just tells you right here in verse 8 of Sirach 15, for she is far from pride, and men that are sinners, are liars, Salakia, cannot remember her. See, when you a liar and you ain't going according to these scriptures and you ain't telling the truth, a liar ain't going to be able to remember none of these scriptures. This is that simple. You ain't going to be able to remember. You ain't going to be able to just recall something or recall a precept or a scripture and quote it, roughly paraphrase it or whatever. Liars don't, proud men, sinners, and liars, they not finna get no wisdom, and they don't have wisdom. Verse 9, praise is not seemly in the mouth of a sinner, for it was not sent of him of the Lord. See, praise, is not seemly, it's not common, it's not natural or normal in the mouth of a sinner. Why? And that wisdom was not sent him of the Lord. So he wasn't sent, the wisdom wasn't sent to him of the Lord to begin with. So I mean, pride ain't gonna get you nowhere. Being a sinner ain't gonna get you nowhere. Wisdom is one of the main bases, one of the main foundations of these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, and a major pillar in this truth. Verse 10, for praise shall be uttered in wisdom, and the Lord will prosper it. See, praise is uttered in wisdom. See, when you have wisdom of these scriptures, of these laws, these commandments, You're going to praise the Most High. You're going to exalt him. You're going to give reverence to him. And the Most High is going to prosper that. He going to grow that. He going to perpetuate that. But, you know, but here go verse 11. Say not thou, it is through the Lord that I fell away, for thou oughtest not to do the things that he hates. So you can't say it's through Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua that I fell away, or I left the truth, or anything, or did anything wrong. For you ought to know not to do the things that he hates. And most likely, if you fall away from this truth and you have crazy breakdowns and stupid things to say about the elders and the apostles and this truth, 10 out of 10, you was doing something the Most High didn't like, and he removed you up out the way. Verse 12, say not thou, he hath caused me to err, for he hath no need for the sinful man. So again, wisdom telling you, don't be talking about the Most High caused you to error, to go in error, to go off. The Most High didn't make you go off. He don't have no need for the sinful man. And according to the scriptures, earlier in the scriptures, a sinful man and a prideful man and a liar is not going to attain to no wisdom, not going to have no understanding, not going to know the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. Verse 13, the Lord hateth all abomination, and they that fear the Lord, or fear Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, love it not. See, those who follow in the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, who love the Lord, gonna hate what he hate. They gonna love not the things that he hate. Verse 14, he himself made man from the beginning, and left him in the hand of his counsel. The Most High made man from the beginning, and left him in the hands of his own counsel. The Most High has left man in his own counsel. Look at what's going on. Look at all these different crazy beliefs and all this other stuff. Anyways, verse 15, if thou wilt to keep the commandments and to perform acceptable faithfulness. See, there you go. If you will keep the commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, to perform acceptable faithfulness, to perform consistency. That's what faithful is. Consistent, constant, not fainting. Verse 16, he had set fire and water before thee. Stretch forth thy hand unto whether thou wilt. We could take that fire and that water. You can look at it as the fire as destruction. You can look at the water as truth. Stretch forth your hand to whichever one you choose. Because I mean, even in, I can't remember it right offhand, but that narrow path, fire on one side, water on the other side. That narrow path right down the middle. That's life. In this sense, it's speaking again. It says he has set fire and water before thee. Stretch forth thy hand unto whether thou wilt. Again, that fire is destruction. That water is life. Stretch forth your hand to the one you want. If you choose that fire, you're gonna be destroyed. You choose that water, that truth, that life, you're gonna be nourished. You're gonna prosper. Again, verse 17, before man is life and death, and whether him liketh shall be given him. You got life and death before you, fire and water. We're going to look at it like that again. We're going to use verse 16 as a reference. Fire and water. If you love fire, you love death, and you're going to receive of that. If you love life, you love water, you're going to receive of that. You're going to benefit. It's a benefit for both sides. Fire, you're going to get burnt. Death, you're going to die. Water, you're going to get life. And you choose whichever one you like. 2/3 of our people and these immaculate breakdown brothers, that's what I'm gonna start calling them, immaculate breakdowns, because they have breakdowns that's just not scriptural. You know, that's like choosing death, man. You're not choosing life. You being proud. Wisdom ain't dealing. Yahweh ain't dealing. Yahweh is not supping with you. He resists the proud and give knowledge unto the lowly. He don't have a need for the sinful man. Sinners ain't gonna obtain to none of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. They're not gonna even be able to see wisdom, and liars can't remember none of the scriptures. Verse 18. For the wisdom of the Lord is great, and he is mighty in power, and beholdeth all things. See, the wisdom of the Lord is great. And he is mighty in power. Anybody that truly believes know Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is powerful. And he is mighty in that power. And he beholdeth all things. He's looking upon everything. His eyes are in every place, beholding the good and the evil. The angels, he see you. He see everything. Verse 19 is a backup. And his eyes are upon them that fear him. And he knoweth every work of man. See, his eyes are upon those who fear the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. I didn't mean to say fear the law, statutes, but who fear Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua and who stay in the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. And he knoweth every work of man, whether you doing right and wrong, he knoweth the work. He know when you breaking down the scriptures right, and when you breaking them down wrong. He know when you prideful and when you not. He know when you a sinner and when you not. He know when you a liar and when you not. He knoweth all these things. He is great. He is mighty. Verse 20. He hath commanded no man to do wickedly, neither hath he given any man a license to sin. There it is right there. He ain't command nobody to do wrong. He ain't command nobody to be prideful. He didn't command nobody to be a sinner. He didn't command nobody to be a liar. And he didn't give no man license to sin. No man license to sin. So, I mean, according to the first 5 verses of Sirach 15, we'll say 6. All the way to 6. That's benefit. That's what you get with righteousness. When you get the knowledge of the law, you will obtain wisdom. And wisdom will receive you as a mother, and a wife received of a virgin, married of a virgin. And with the bread, the wisdom will feed you with the bread of understanding and give you the waters of wisdom to drink, so that you will know and understand these commandments, these laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, and what he's saying and what he means. And you will be stayed, you will be steadfast, you will be grounded, you won't be moved, you will rely, you will depend on wisdom, and you won't be confused about it. You will be exalted above your neighbors, not in pride, but exalted and rising up, so that you may be able to speak and to tell the people or person the law, statutes, commandments, and to impart that wisdom and that understanding unto them. And you will find joy in these scriptures, in wisdom. You will obtain a crown of gladness, and you will also obtain an everlasting name. But foolish men ain't gonna obtain unto this. Sinners ain't gonna see wisdom. She is far from a prideful man. And men that are liars can't remember. Praise is not seemly in the mouth of a sinner. edification is not seemly in the mouth of a sinner. So I mean, even in these, don't say that the Most High calls you to go off. Don't say that the Most High calls you to error. He don't have no need for the sinful man, and you don't supposed to do the things that he hated. He hate pride. He hate the sinner. He hate sin. He hate abominable things. And wisdom is for those that fear the Most High, hate what the Most High hate. That's wisdom. And if you will keep the commandments, if thou wilt, perform acceptable faithfulness. Again, consistency. He done set fire and water before thee. Stretch forth your hand to the one you want. Again, if you want that fire, you want death. If you want that water, that's life. Stretch forth your hand to the one you want. Again, before man is life and death. And stretch again. And whichever one you like, that's the one that's going to be given unto you. They say wisdom of the wisdom of the Lord is great. He is mighty. And he behold all things. He see all this. He see the prideful. He see all this stuff. He see them dudes that's breaking down the scriptures wrong, saying all manner of retardedness, having these immaculate breakdowns that's not scriptural. You know, he see that. And they're going to get recompense for that. They're going to get judged for that. And also, wisdom ain't dealing with them. And the Most High is not dealing with them. His eyes are upon those that fear him, those that respect him. And his eyes, he knows the work of every man. He see the work of every man. He ain't command no man to do wickedly. Doing wickedly, man, you want to do doing wickedly, having a breakdown that's not scriptural. Like they learned that, like they got the bull, the immaculate conception. That's some foolishness. Well, these cats got immaculate breakdowns. That's what I'm calling immaculate breakdowns, because when you listening to them, it don't make no sense, man. A lot of them cats that had these different breakdowns like this, they prideful, and the Most High ain't dealing with no pride, man. He ain't dealing with nobody prideful, and he ain't give nobody a license to sin either, man. He ain't give nobody okay to do wrong. Yeah, of course you're gonna go off from time to time, but he didn't give you a license to do that, to just to go off all the time. It's lucky if I keep wiping my nose, it's running. But anyways, but yeah. But according to Sirach 15, all those things that I've said, this is a book of wisdom. Ecclesiasticus is a book of wisdom. Proverbs is a book of wisdom. Ecclesiastes, Songs of Solomon, Wisdom of Solomon, those are all books of wisdom, man. But the main thing in this truth to be grounded is wisdom. And everybody that's prideful, man, you don't got no wisdom. The Most High not dealing with you. It's that simple. And with that, shalom.